So a couple of things. Number one, we are not setting up aquariums to be broken down in a year. No, we are setting up aquariums to remain up, to remain permanent displays. And if someone comes in and falls in love with one of those displays and wants to take it home, we will make arrangements for that to happen so that they will have a continued life. We expect that some of these tanks should be able to make it through generations, much as a very old Japanese bonsai might survive for hundreds of years, passing through numerous generations of owners. That is the sense of wonder we are creating with these aquariums. Something that will be permanent, something that will be able to live and thrive for generations to come. So I invite you to join me and to accept my challenge. If you are a young person, create a small aquarium. Do it carefully and do it well so that it will survive throughout your life, and you will be able to carry it with you wherever you go, so that when you are 83 like me, you will have a tank that is 50, 60, even 70 years old that you will be able to pass on to your heirs. Here's the challenge. The ancient mariner, wouldn't you like to have one just such as this? I have been thinking about this aquarium, which has become an old friend. It has been with me now since 2010. That's 13 years and counting. So it has become an old friend. For me, it's entering its adolescence, but in truth, it's 10 years older than that. As near as I've been able to determine, it was set up in about 2000. Has been through at least 3 hands in the process before it came to me. So it's been around a while, more than most aquariums have. And it has caused me to come to an understanding of what we are doing with these deep substrate systems, because it is profoundly unique. We have, for the first time in the hobby, an opportunity to be able to maintain an aquarium not only indefinitely, but permanently, such that these aquariums, and I have 6 of them here in my little office, need never be touched. Never. They need never be broken down and taken apart. They need never be dramatically changed, although they can be. This tank, for example, has been through a number of changes. It began with very few plants, and then I began planting it heavily, and suddenly it was growing so many plants, I was pulling them out and selling them. Well, I did that to a fault, to the point where I depleted the available resources in the substrate. So I had to back off and rebuild that substrate. I did so by building a food web in the tank. That restored the nutrient foundation of the system and allowed me to add more plants. In the 13 years since I've had it, there have been 2 major changes. One, about 2 years ago, I removed half the substrate. It was 8 inches tall, 7 to 8 inches. It was more than half full of substrate, so I lowered it down. And then I added more and different kinds of plants, as well as more and different kinds of fish. I've had hundreds of fish, hundreds of plants in this tank, and they have all thrived. They've all done extremely well. In fact, I have some Formosa in this tank now that have been in there for probably close to the 13 years since I have had the tank. They're tiny little fish. They came up when I moved the tank. I lowered it to about 1 inch of water and put it in the back of my van so it wouldn't get beat up, and drove it up from Florida. Those little Formosa remained in there and are still in there today, still spawning and having babies, still being happy and healthy, as are all these fish. There are some species I put in the tank that do not make it. They disappear in a relatively short time. Don't always know why. Presumably it's because they simply cannot adjust to this environment. My philosophy with fish in my aquariums is the fish need to live in my systems, because this is the way I choose to maintain my systems. So if the fish cannot survive in it, and it's something I really, really, really want to keep, I will make adjustments for it. But that is not common and does not occur frequently because it doesn't need to. All of the fish, virtually all of the fish that I like and that I want to be able to keep are here now. Now, I should say that since moving to Maryland from Florida, I've not made much of an effort to collect fish. I am beginning to do that now. You will see in the tanks that are being set up at the warehouse in our studio that there will be many new fish. I probably will not bring any of these over to those tanks. They will all be new fish, and they will be fish that I don't have now, that'll be unique and interesting and will give us a wider, broader experience in what we're doing with our aquariums. We can do this. We can do this together and create a wonderful new tradition in the aquarium hobby of very, very old aquariums. Thank you for joining me and for being a part of this adventure as we move forward in the hobby to create something of wonder, something that has never been done before, something we will take joy in for our whole lives. Bless you. Delight to be with you. Love you all. Bye for now.